Oh, hey, yay! The Wi-Fi seemed a little bit low, but it works. Xfinity Wi-Fi. Hey, YouTube. Hello. Anyways, I am waiting around to go to a wedding reception for a culinary classmate. So yay! But I just want to tell you guys about the Sony HX99 because an upgrade. We had a few videos pop up like 1 or 2 weeks ago, saying they were footage from the camera. I don't know if it was actually footage or not. I'm going to trust and believe these people, but they just had a clip supposedly from the camera and the title Sony HX99. One person complained on one of the clips, though, that it wasn't in 4K, which I don't know their scenario, but if they were on a phone, then there's not a way to tell unless your phone does 4K. Your device has to be able to do 4K, because at least on mobile devices, it will not show you a 4K option if your phone can't do 4K, like mine can't do 4K for video watching. It can record 4K, which is cool, but the screen itself isn't 4K. So now here's why I really want to upgrade, because I'm super, super, super excited. Also, we finally have a review out. This guy, dang it, I forget his name. It's something man. I'll have that link in the comments. We'll have it linked down below in the description after this. But what he's done 2 videos. Okay, we're running on mobile data now. No more disconnects. So the RX100 Mark VI has a better image sensor, but it doesn't have as good of zoom. That's why I would get the HX99. Also, it was the same thing when I got my HX90V. Then I saw that there's better low light capabilities, just a better image sensor on the RX100. And I was like, oh, but then I looked at the zoom and I didn't feel like I had bought the wrong camera anymore because the RX100 doesn't have as good of zoom, and I use the zoom quite a bit actually. I mean, maybe not as often as I think I do, but there are a lot of situations where I definitely need a good zoom. Like a really good example that really opened me up to how much I use zoom on photos and just anything is back when I did the music video for Total Fusion, the trailer of it, because we started filming but then interrupted and wasn't able to finish it. There was one thing where I'm like, okay, and so I want to do this and need zoom. Do you have anything that does zoom? I don't think we have anything that does. And my cameraman, they had camera with interchangeable lenses. My friends said, I don't think we have anything that does zoom right now. So yeah, I definitely need zoom. But the big reasons I want to upgrade are 1, 4K. Thanks to the review, we find out that the 4K only goes for 5 minutes. On my phone, 4K only goes for 10 minutes. So, but, oh, sorry. I was thinking, so then wait, if 4K only goes for 10 minutes, how was I able to continuously keep on going and not have my phone stop recording during a clocked video I did recently? And then I realized it's because, well, my camera only does 1080 and I was doing 2 different cameras, phone one of them. So I turned it down to 1080 and it didn't have the limit, which is kind of what I needed it to be. But so 4K only does 5 minutes. That's kind of short, but here's what I'm thinking. If I'm doing a simple unboxing or something of that style where I'm going to be talking for a long unknown period of time, then I can always drop it into 1080 and not have to, not worry about my recording time limit. Or, if I really wanted to, I could just structure it in such a way that if the camera dies, I have somebody filming and watching that. So then if it does die, then I can say, oh, camera died, we're back, kind of a thing. But I could drop to 1080 if I need to. And then the 5-minute limit, I'm going to look back on Remember in Death because I'm thinking that'd be really good to have nice 4K for short films and stuff. And so then if I do 5-minute limit, that's not too bad. Because I used to think that like the approximate 30-minute limit that most cameras have was like something I wanted to avoid. That's why my big eventual camera that's $2,000+ is going to be something without a limit. But I found from a friend that the longest one take scene from a film was 10 minutes long, and it was really insane and crazy. And so thinking about that, that actually does make sense. And especially having done Airborne Death now, I can see, yeah, actually takes aren't that long. There were some scenes that were maybe around a little bit longer than 5 minutes or so. But I think if I was doing something, I could structure it easily to where it's not like a single long take, you know. And worst case scenario, I have one spot that's only 1080, but Also, I mean, I don't. This is probably just for my eyes. I haven't done side by side comparison yet, but I don't think that 1080 mixed in there is going to make a super huge difference unless you're like a pixel peeper. Hey, we got one watching. So yeah, so there's that. I think that'll be great. Like I said, I can always downgrade to 1080p if I need continuous for at least 30 minutes recording. But 4K should be good enough for short films, and I'll try and do most of my content in 4K. Unless it starts taking up a lot of space, then I'll really think about what I want to do. Because 4K does take up a lot of space, but I don't know how much space this 4K is going to take up, and if it's going to eat my hard drive up. So there's one reason why I want to upgrade. Another really big reason why I want to upgrade is this can do 1080p, 120 frames a second. Oh, also 4K is at 30 frames a second, which is pretty good. So yes, 120 frames a second at 1080. My phone can do 120 frames a second at 720p, which looks okay, except for it has issues focusing on stuff. But the Sony HX90V is pretty good at focusing on things, like really good. And the HX99 in the review I watched, it was also really good at focusing on things too. So yeah, I think it's going to be really good at doing 120 frames a second, 1080p. And that'll be great because I've shot some stuff in slow motion on my phone that looked pretty good, except for when it was out of focus. And I want to do more of that and kind of just release it as slow motion this and slow motion that. Because there's some things that I'm really fascinated about. What does this look like in slow motion? There are some things that, you know, I could probably Google it if I found online. Hold on a minute. We got this looming black smoke cloud from the truck. So flip back around to me. Anyways, yes. So there's another reason why I really want to upgrade. I think it's going to look really cool to be able to do that. And I'm also thinking, you know, like the slow motion clips that I have now, they could be good, simple mission content. Just quickly have it come out on my mission. I don't have to do a lot of editing to it. I can just take the raw whatever I have and upload it and call it good enough. But yeah, so there's another reason why I want to upgrade. I think that's going to look good with slow motion. And then also finally, we're still looking at $250, maybe $300 as for the Sony HX90V selling. So I'm probably going to actually upgrade to the HX99. And so I forget what it was, but there was something recently that was kind of expensive. I forget what, but it was, oh no, yeah, it was buying the new hard drives. What I did with my two new 4TB hard drives is I said, okay, so I was thinking I was gonna wait until I sold the other one, but like, no, here's what you do, okay? You mark off, you take out of what you have to spend on whatever, and then if you need to, take a little bit from your mission fund and you write a negative balance. And then when you finally sell the hard drive, you add that back as a positive balance to the whatever negative you have and go from there. And then, you know, calculate what you have. I'm thinking this round, though, because it's going to be about $100 that I'll have to take out of my money now that I won't recoup back from selling my Sony HX90V. That's if I sell relatively soon, though. But I'm going to get the new camera before I sell that one. So, but what I'm thinking about doing this round is saying, okay, I'm not going to write negative on what I have now. I'm going to have that saved because there's some stuff for Christmas and stuff like that. And I'm actually thinking of getting myself something special for Christmas that I've kind of sort of off and on wanted for 20 years and is a special my creation that I'll talk about later on. But so I'm thinking I'll buy it. Then I'll sell my camera, my HX90V, and then go from there. You know, I also thought about having two cameras, having my HX90V and my 99 together, so I have dual cameras that look good if I need to. But if I do that, I'm gonna have an actual. I would want a second 90V. But even then, it's kind of like how often, like especially for cooking show, Cooking with Claire for the Bazaar is where I'm thinking I might want 2 cameras, especially since this is something I need to test. I don't know why, but when I recorded the video, I did a video recently of unboxing a clock. It's a special video that's coming out. Actually, I unboxed 2 clocks, I'll say. I'm in the middle of editing it right now. I had my phone as one camera. That was a nice recording, one long take. And then I had my mom working the other camera. So my phone was static, and then the other camera was there with my mom zooming in on stuff and getting details and things. So I can pick which view I want to have. For some reason, the phone was a little bit washed out and didn't look so great. So I don't know why my OnePlus 5 looked a little bit washed out. And I'm wondering if it had something to do with being in 1080. Because the 4K clips that I've shot on here look great, but I had to go 1080 because, one, I needed longer than 10-minute record limit, definitely. And 2, I wanted it to match the 1080 that would be coming from my other camera as close as possible. So that's the plan. That's what I'm thinking about. But there will definitely be an upgrade to the HX99. I love my HX90V. I'm super excited for the 99. Oh, also a touchscreen too. That's going to be cool. So I'll see you guys in whatever's next. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like. Get subscribed down below. Make sure you hit the bell icon because I found out some people aren't getting notified of some videos, and that's why they're getting 0 views most likely. So make sure you do all that. Check out the other stuff on my channel. There's more than just me talking. See you guys in whatever's next.